What's happening, guys? I'm Dan. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into Detroit beer coming from one of my favorites, guys, Batch Brewing Company out of Corktown. This is the brand new Hop Reaper, newly available in Michigan distribution as of the last week. Today is the 16th of April, time of recording. So this is a double New England IPA, dry hopped with Nelson Sauvin, Citra Cryo, and Strata hops. So I saw that they were going to be brewing this about a month or so ago, and then boom, here it is in distribution thanks to M4. So shout out to M4, shout out to Batch for making incredible beer and getting it to the people. That's what it's about. So again, Corktown, Detroit, double DIPA, tropical herbal citrus, death by hops. That's the experience. So they've got a good sense of humor over at Batch, guys. Really love everything they do, and I'm super excited. Even though I do make fun of hazy beers, it's the latest and greatest. We're going to try it because Batch is awesome. So let's get the sucker into some glassware. And I think this was a Best By date on the 4-pack. I think it was August 26th or something like that. So not sure how old this is. Probably a month and a half old if I had to guess. Based on some of the people I follow on Instagram. So I saw this about a month and a half ago that it was going to be canned and put into the market. So here we go. Let's get a pour on this 8.5% beast. And again, not always my favorite cup of tea in 2025 terms, but again, it's new. We review it. It's just what we do, guys. I love good beer. Sucker for craft beer. Still going to be forever and always. So great can art, by the way. Are you kidding me, dude? Hop Reaper. So sick. Such sick can art. Beautiful looking DIPA. Really great, guys. Nice head retention sitting on the top. Pretty foamy. Pretty dense, but again, I'm already just smelling. It's a juice bomb, dude. I can already smell it. It's crazy citrus, and I'm not even close to this thing yet. You can see what it looks like in the ring light. I'm not going to go into further detail. You got to pour Michigan beer. Yeah. You want one of those? Get in contact with me. Okay. Let's get a nose officially on this sucker. Wowza. Like, for being double dry hopped, I thought it'd be even a little bit punchier, but no doubt, very aromatic. Nice citrus, maybe a touch of grapefruit, really orangey, cara oranges and juicy notes. There's a little bit of stone fruit in here. A little bit of like herbally grass. Like hop oils, a little bit of hop extract, that like, that oily, almost medicinal hop oil kind of vibe. I can get it in the nose big time. A little bit of tropical vibes on the back end. Hard to say exactly what, but it's certainly leaning towards more citrus, a touch of stone fruit, a little bit tropical, guys. That's what I'm getting. A little bit of herbal grass. Yeah, it smells really juicy, though. Not gonna lie. Again, that cara orange thing really sticking out. Juicy, not just pithy, but really the juice, the skin, the flesh of the fruit, too. It smells great. Let's get into this one, guys. Hop Reaper, shout out to Batch and M4 Distribution. Boom, boom. Cheers to you guys. Wow. So the body really leans into you with that 8.5%. It's not an ethanol burn, but the body, it's kind of syrupy. It's that hop oily viscosity that hits your tongue. No real bitterness on the back end. Again, there's a little bit of herbally grass, a little bit of hop oil, but it doesn't have the bitterness per se on the back end, which is really not what I was expecting, truthfully. But it's got this little like orangey grape note. There is a little bit of astringency on the back end. Again, it's 8.5%. Would really like to see a little bit of bitterness to kind of counter some of the sweetness, but it's not like it's overly sweet either. So it's like oddly, subtly dry on the back end. But you get that, the viscosity of the body. You get a little bit of the alcohol detection. It's not that it's a burn. You just get what I call alcohol detection. That being 8.5%, it does hit you a little bit as I got my second sip. But it's covered up pretty well with that orangey, the cara orange like I was talking about. There's a subtle like Jolly Rancher like grape note in there, like real juicy, real candied. And again, there's a little bit of like stone fruit cantaloupe and maybe a little bit of like pineapple and mango on the back end that doesn't really lead to bitterness. Again, just dries out a little bit. I get like a dink a dank Jolly Rancher grape in there. Like, again, subtly candied. Maybe a little white grape as well, like Welch's white grape juice. It's certainly different. Like, I want a little bit more complexity on the back end. I want a little bit more bitterness, maybe a little bit more oomph, or another layer of fruit. But really, guys, 8.5% going down pretty smoothly, truthfully. It's definitely leaning more towards juice bomb than hoppy, no doubt about it. But again, big-bodied, syrupy viscosity to this beer. Again, 8.5%. It's not a small beer. Going down relatively well. With all that being said, there is a little bit of astringency. There's a little bit of, a subtle ethanol taste to it. It's, again, not a burn. It's just you can tell it. There's the alcohol detection on the back end, just a touch. This warms up. Probably not going to be your favorite. Not mine particularly, but hard category for me these days in 2025. I think they did relatively well here. But this is not my favorite batch product that's put into market. So that's saying a lot. I put the bar pretty high for them. I think they know what they're doing over there. But this one, just, a little bit of a miss for me, just in terms of 8.5%, and maybe not my favorite flavor profile going on here. But is this still a pretty darn good beer at 8.5%? I think so. So where am I going to put this beer? Again, maybe not my absolute favorite, but solid nonetheless. There's just a little bit of off-putting astringency on the back end. Again, it dries out. It's kind of like tangy. It's kind of sharp a little bit. Again, just lacks a little bit of depth on the back end. But nonetheless, still solid. I'm going to go with a 3.9 out of 5. The Hop Reaper, guys, is the Double New England IPA from Batch Brewing Company. Thank you so much for being here. And remember the golden rule of this channel, guys. If you're going to pour a beer, pour Michigan beer.